Studio. Today I want to do a painting from a video that I saw by Carol's Art Room. It's a double bottle bottom reverse flower dip. So I'll be using two bottle bottoms. One's larger than the other one. We'll go over it and then you'll see the difference when I take them off to do the paints. I've got for my base color Artist Loft Mars Black. So that's what I'm going to be using to cover my board. Now I want to tell you about my board. This is a half-inch, honey?
Yes.
Half-inch MDF board. It's a 12 by 12 that Mike has cut out and routed the edges so they've got a little round edge on them. He did a whole lot of them for me. This is what it looks like before he primes it. And you can see the rounded edges there. And it's just plain MDF board. And he uses Behr Premium Plus Paint and Primer in one to go ahead and prime the boards.
2 coats.
2 coats. And he's got a lot of boards to prime for me. He's working on it. So thank you, Mike.
You're welcome, dear.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and lay down my base paint and then I'll tell you about my colors. Okay, now that I've got my base paint down, I'm going to apply the smaller of the 2 bottles. It's pretty much centered. And I'm going to place this other one where the flow of the paint will be in the opposite direction from this one. I think that's got it. Okay, so my colors that I'm going to be using are Master's Touch Titanium White, Artist Loft Light Magenta, and Artist Loft Brilliant Red. That's the only 3 colors I'm going to be using. I've got my consistency kind of like a level 2 to level 3, which is almost like a regular medium honey consistency pour. I've learned about consistencies on a video by Gina DeLuca that's really good. She puts your consistency on a scale of 1 to 5, and she gives you a lot of the techniques that you can use depending on what consistency that you need. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start my pour. First I'm going to apply some white. Let's see how that does.
So this double bottle pour, you're going to do 1 pour, take off the top bottle, and then do another pour on the other bottle?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, kind of like a surprise.
Right, I got it.
And if you drop a dot in your paint, good way to get it is just take your finger and tap it. Alright, so that looks like a pretty good pour there. So now I'm going to apply the red. Pretty.
That is pretty.
Let that run for a second.
Look how there's like
The way it's
separating kind of like, yeah, it's crazy.
Alright, now I'm going to do another layer of white.
So the spinning, is that like, do you have to do that, or is that just optional?
What do you mean spinning?
When you're pouring the white out, you was twisting your hand around the circle.
That's optional. I'm just doing it so I can try to get it to all of the different spots that it needs to go to.
No, cool, because I'm asking, because I really didn't know.
You can just pour straight on it.
Yeah, I didn't know if you could do a straight pour.
Yeah, you can. Now I've got to make sure it goes down all the places right. If it's a little bit If the cup itself is a little bit unlevel or the board's a little bit unlevel, you want to have spots that won't run down as good. I'm gonna do a little bit more red on that.
Now this is the same red you used on the first shot, right?
Yes, same color.
Now that is just so awesome.
Thank you. And one more of white, and then we're gonna switch bottles.
Oh, so the other pink is for the other bottle. Got it. Cool. Now you gotta let this sit here and drain out pretty good before you pull the bottle up, otherwise you're gonna mess up the painting, or no?
Yeah. Let me kind of help it along.
What, should we give it like a couple of minutes and let it drain out pretty good?
Yeah. It's almost there. I can hardly push any down.
And it's 1, 2, 3. Boom. Good job.
Thank you. All right, we got the first layer down. I've taken the first bottle bottom off. Now we got our second one. So it's a little bit smaller. So we'll go ahead and pour some on here. Let that run a second. And you can see how it's flowing between the bigger petals. So now I'm going to use some of my pink, or light magenta. All right, now we'll go with white again.
And all these paints are about the same consistency, correct?
Yes. All pretty much the same. Even the base paint. My last layer is again going to be white.
You liking it so far, baby?
I love it. Beautiful. All right, let's see if we can get this off of here without making a mess.
1 and 2 and 3.
All right, we got a little bit in there, but that's okay. All right, going to do a little bit of pulling now.
Oh.
All right, now we're going to go to the center on the other ones.
Oh.
right. Now I'm just going to put a little dot of pink.
Light magenta.
Light magenta. And I'm going to put a little bit of red here. Drop of white in the center. Uh-oh. It wasn't quite a drop, but we'll see how it does when I finish up. Just swirl that around a little bit. All right, now I'm going to tilt it just a little bit, stretch it out since this is the bigger board. Not too much. Okay, I probably should have stretched it before I put my dots. So I'm going to do that again. Okay, now comes the fun part. But before that, I gotta wash my hands. Okay, now comes the fun part, or the challenging part, whichever way you want to look at it. I'm going to lay this paper towel on top. It's dry. I didn't wet it. My last one didn't do too good, so pray for me. All right, so we're going to lay this down. Start right down here. Just gonna let it roll into the paint. And then I'm just gonna touch it lightly to make sure we get the imprint on the paper towel good.
You ready, baby?
Yeah. Here we go. See what happens. I may have to put some more black down there. That's fine. All right.
That's still really beautiful.
It didn't work quite as good as it's supposed to. It's all supposed to come out like this.
Yeah, well. If at first you don't succeed, my dear.
Try and try again. Kind of circle this around.
Definitely gives it that fuzzy look.
Right.
It was crisp before, now it's like fuzzy-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of dig that. And it brought a lot of cells up.
Yeah.
No silicone in this stuff, right?
No. All right, I'm gonna tilt it a little bit. I'm gonna see if we can pull this out some. I don't know if we will, to keep the
Center to center.
yeah, center to center.
I dig it.
You dig it?
I dig it.
I did it too far. It's kind of small on that board.
Yeah, but then again, it's sometimes negative has a lot of power. You know, it just makes it pop.
Yeah. So it didn't come out exactly like I saw Carol do on Carol's art room, but I'm happy with it. We're going to keep trying. That was only the second time I've ever tried pulling up a paper towel. First time it was wet and it was a cheap napkin's what it was, and it just fell apart. So we did better this time. So in the future, I hope we'll get the best. Thanks for watching MKO Studios videos. We'd like for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Like us by hitting the like button. Share the video if you like it. And I would love for you to leave a comment on what you think. And ring the bell. Click twice and hit all. Then you'll receive all the notifications every time we put out a new video. So again, thanks for watching MKO Studios and have a great day.